Welcome back, guys, to another Boom Beach video. No warships today. I know a lot of you guys will be happy with that, but we have an all heavy rush strategy coming at you, kind of heavy rush. We're going to be Smokey Heavies today, so we're just going to be rushing the HQ. The reason I'm doing this, every once in a while, I like to try this on the main base. It's like heavy rush is a meta at least one point in every warship season, it seems, but on the main base, it just feels a lot differently. We have that heavy damage boost plus 55% in the tribes plus our normal statue boost, so it's like well over 100% extra heavy damage. So let's start and test it out. And I know there's a lot of new people that just recently purchased instant training for the first time because Boom Beach ran a special in the shop. Let me know where the newbie gang at. If you didn't get to take advantage of it and you kind of wanted to, just keep an eye out because it seems Boom Beach has been running a lot of specials when it comes to the subscriptions, at least once a month, so just keep your eye out for that. Anyway, let's hop into this attack. So we're just gonna try and get our heavies flared. So I am bringing battle orders. I didn't know if I should bring battle orders or iron will, but just because it's a damage video, I was like, nah, we got to bring battle orders. It just makes attack so much more fun. So we got them flared straight onto the HQ, and what we're gonna need to shock. We also have deployable turrets as a temporary GBE ability, but I don't see myself using them that much. I might try and force myself to use it a couple times, but we got to pop that battle orders. Make sure our heavies are going quickly. You can see that HQ health just melting away. Lost a fair amount of heavies. I get like 7 per boat. But we weren't even close to losing that attack there. So a great first attack. 19 lost. Rest in peace. But I got my instant training, so we'll just quickly train them back up and work our way around the map. I haven't done main base attacks in so long. I think it was a few days before the Mega Crab dropped last week. So I've been dropping medals. Haven't been getting any big upgrades. So it's nice to make a return here. But this next one, I am loving these front loaded bases because it's just super easy to get my heavies to where they need to park, like right there, right in front of the HQ there. You guys see it. And when you don't have to use that many smoke. Okay, that Simo is just tearing through some of my troops. I'm gonna let it be because it takes a couple shots to destroy heavy, I think. That would be pretty OP if it one-shotted. But anyway, flaring onto the HQ. When you don't have to spend that much on smoke, then you can throw a lot more shock bombs, pop battle orders maybe one more time or something, even though Brick has died. And then since we have energy, I'm just deploying deployable turrets. They act as like some sort of critter, and as I say that, we are actually gonna lose this next attack. I probably should have just held on to it. So we're gonna retry that. That was a fail. I underestimated the base, and we still got pretty close to taking that out. We just need to buy ourselves a couple more seconds there. Retrain our troops quick. Ooh, heavies, they aren't that expensive, but we don't have that much gold to spend today. So let's try and get some victories before we get like 17 fails in a row. Anyway, throwing a box of critters just to clear out some of those shock mines. And now let's get a double smoke on the beach. Try and protect our heavies from that shock launcher. I could have swore I saw 3 shock launchers on this base for a split second, and I was like, show me how. But can't do that. That's okay. I'm fine with only going against 2 shock launchers, if you know what I mean there. But once that smoke kind of runs out, we're going to throw a flare, get a shock onto the shock launchers there, and onto the Doom Cannon too. And this is going to be a very easy attack this time, I think. As those shock bombs bleed off, I might be getting a little ahead of myself here. And this battle, oh my gosh, it's so close. So they started off so strong, and then a ton started to die. But we're able to take it out, so it doesn't matter. Second time, I was way more prepared, and that's awesome. Let's hop into the next battle here. Retrain them. Oh, okay, I'm like going down in gold almost. That's pretty sad. We got to make sure we don't lose that many heavies. And a back-loaded base, but a good amount of gold, so trade-offs here. How do I want to do this? So I'm going to throw a barrage right onto there. Try and get both of those boom mines. Try and save some of the heavies on the run up. That'll be nice. And then we're just going to drop them. Let them tank some of that machine gun fire. Shouldn't do too much damage. And once we start walking more so into the base, we'll throw our first smokes there. Try and save on some GBE. Kind of running them through a minefield right now. And we'll get them parked right above that shock launcher. Now when I flare into the HQ, they're definitely going to start running up, so they will be in range of the shock launcher. Some of them might be in the dead zone right there. We're going to pop a battle urge just so we don't forget. Throw a couple boxes of critters, throw a flare onto the HQ, and get our shock bombs out onto the shock launchers. That is essential to this attack. And then just throw some deployable turrets, I guess. Might as well spend the GBE. Actually, now that I think about it, I probably should have saved it, because this battle is coming down to the wire like last one. We'll throw a few artillery just to finish off that HQ health. So if you guys can kind of see what I mean by heavy rush is way different on the main base, because going through an HQ compared to an engine room, it's a lot more health, so you just gotta stick to it instead of flaring right away, trying to get a good jump. I'm gonna elect not to attack that one, just because I know microwavers are the epitome of heavies. But anyway, we'll just find a different opponent and a nice kind front-loaded base. We'll need like only like 4 smokes this whole battle. Now I can throw like a barrage, clear up some mines. So on this landing, we'll throw 2 because we can be generous now. And we'll drop down our heavies here, throwing a flare in front of that HQ. 2 more smoke, you see? 4 smoke got us there, nice and safe. And it was very kind of this person to put a pocket right in front of the HQ. I'm gonna say that probably a prototype was supposed to go there, but it expired. You hate to see it. Open free HQ though. That was the smoothest attack so far. Let's try and find more people with that big gap in front of their HQ like that. Helps me out a ton, and it keeps the heavies more consolidated there. So we're finally starting to get some gold, and yeah, we'll just hop into some more attacks here. Hopefully I can get some upgrades by the end of this video. I do have 2 builders. Actually, one of them might be busy on one of my storages, so I might only have one builder available. But for this one, we'll throw a box of critters, clear out 2 boom mines and a shock mine, throw an artillery, clear out another boom mine, and you know, the regular minefield, heavies are used to running for that. That's their main job in many strategies. You bring a boat of heavies, and it's just to clear out some mines, and they do a great job at it, so we're not going to worry about it. Although, if they were to run over every single mine, it might become a little problematic, especially for the ones in front, but yeah, that's okay, too. So I might try and use the deployable turrets this attack. See if I can get them to work. We're throwing a flare onto the HQ. I probably should have got the deployable turrets out first. They are now super awkward. I popped a battle orders. This is just messy. I regret trying to use the deployable turrets. We're going to take out this base regardless. Look at that health just melt away. Slower and slower each second of the attack. But nonetheless, taking it out. Not even an ice base. But that's okay. Okay, so we'll do a couple more attacks, and look at this one, that damage amplifier. I'm glad it's not like 100 flamethrowers getting damage amplified, because that might scare me with my heavies. You know, boom cannons, don't they already like one-shot heavies or two-shot them? I don't think damage amplifying them will be too big of a difference for this attack strategy, at least. And I'm going to clear up one of the shock launchers because I can, and then we'll just throw down our troops. We'll group them up right at the destruction site of that shock launcher, and then we will flare them closer eventually. Actually, yeah, we'll get them right under that age. I threw that flare so early because half my heavies were not in a position to track a new flare and be safe, but that's okay. That's okay. Everything's okay here. Everything is okay. Where's the shock launcher? Gotta make sure to take out the shock launcher before any other building, since Did I not throw a flare onto the HQ? That's embarrassing. They're just taking out all the buildings around it. It might help out a little bit, and we're able to take it out. Easy attacks today. Interesting. It's really helping getting bases with no ice statues, I gotta say, because if you have a boost ice statue with building health, it just takes so much longer for the heavies to power through that HQ. And while I do have a ton of extra damage, it's still like not enough. But I'm very happy with the loot so far. I wish I would have boosted my resource reward, but that's okay. And for this one, we're actually going to have to throw a barrage so we can find a park zone for our heavies. Barrage did a ton of damage there. Throw artillery. We're just clearing out buildings here. It's a destruction zone. Get out of the way for the construction workers. We are just taking... Look at that. Just because I want to take out an even 9 buildings, we'll throw an artillery onto the flamethrower, but not the shock launcher, for visual appearance purposes. But anyway, now we get to throw it on our heavies. God, we reclaimed a lot of energy since the artillery cost is reduced this tribe cycle. When I initially saw the tribes, I was very disappointed. I guess the last tribe cycle was much better, but that's okay because I'm happy with this one. Doing me wonders today. We're gonna throw a flare onto the HQ. Let's see how we finish. We're gonna need to shock the shock launchers. Good job, heavies. Just bleed away that health, and boom, down goes our final base. Indeed, drop an F in the chat for this base with an F statue layout. Foreshadowing, am I right? But yeah, that's it. Let's go back to base, see what we can upgrade. Great loot today. Actually, well, if I had research reward boosted, it would have been even better loot. We'll just upgrade this lower level boom cannon there. We'll take a day. We do have both of our builders free, or we did before that upgrade. Sadly, I can't get a second one, but I'll get it eventually. Yeah, but that's going to be it. Thank you guys for watching this video. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.